And welcome to your reading. Oh, Laura?
Oh, no.
She's blind.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
No, I'm Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yes. How beautiful you are.
Thank you.
Audrey.
Who are you?
I'm Ava.
And
you are Audrey.
And I can't see.
And why don't you take the blindfold off now?
Okay, that's right. Okay, this is to show you when the Two of Swords comes up, or the Eight of Swords, I'm putting this back on.
All right.
Okay, hi.
Let's hope that they don't come up.
Yes.
All right. So it's our trusty one, and we are actually still in Cassadaga.
We are.
And we're at another haunted hotel, hoping that a ghost appears again, as it did in our Scorpio reading.
And we are with our protectors.
Oh,
Mr. Pig and Mr. Monkey.
yes, they protect us from evil men.
That's right.
And women. And
women are not evil, only men.
What are we doing here?
We're reading tarot cards in our pajamas.
We are, and we have a 4-card spread. The first card represents the overall tone of the month of January for you Leos, sexy Leos.
The second card represents challenges.
And the third card, she's so robotic. And the third card is the unexpected, the surprise. And the fourth card is
the outcome card.
The outcome card. So let's do a little recap for our sweet Leo friends.
And can I add something?
Of course you may.
Well, about that 4-card spread.
Yes, madam.
We just want to mention to you guys that 4-card spread must speak to every single Leo in the multiverse.
Yes.
So
there are many of you. You spread your seed.
That's right, your Leo seed. So if we say it could mean this or it could mean that.
Yes, we mean for you to identify with one of those options. So we're not trying to confuse you or to befuddle you. We're trying to give as broad a interpretation of the cards as possible.
That's right.
So,
and also we are teaching.
Yes.
That is something that we do here at Virtual Tarot, and we have really begun to talk about it a little bit more. So if you would like to learn how to read tarot, come to Virtual Tarot, because we share all of our trade secrets.
We do. And it would behoove you then to watch all the readings so that you can get an overview of all the different implications of the cards in every possible sort of scenario.
Exactly.
Really.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
so that said,
where's your magic wand?
Oh,
there
here it is. Okay, so we're going to do last month's recap for you, Leo. And last month was really a super interesting month because the first card that comes up is that Hierophant inverted. And now that can mean so many different things, which is sort of why we just you wanted to explain, right?
Yes, that's right.
We were just sort of discussing this card. So it can have many meanings, but the main overall implication this card suggests is that you will be leaving, or had left last month. The environment was sort of leaving a traditional situation and perhaps approaching something from more of a sort of an outside of the box, sort of bohemian perspective.
Unorthodox thinking of something.
Unorthodox,
you know?
yes.
Sort of going against the grain, going against the social norm. That was what was coloring the entire month. Yes. So there was this sort of atmosphere of that.
Or even because we had the Cup card in the position of
Ace
challenge, the Ace. If you were expecting, perhaps in December, a lot of people expect an invitation to marriage, then perhaps that had not happened.
Right.
But that is just...
Or your challenge might have been to be heartfully giving, you know? Because it's December, so to be heartful, to offer love, to offer compassion and solace. So that was your challenge.
And then one more interpretation of that could have meant you refused to go to Christmas Mass or Christmas services because this would mean you were outside of the church.
Right.
So if the family was pushing for that, you may have sort of held back.
Perhaps you decided to stay home and read tarot.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe you did. Right. Or
Yes.
maybe you were sick. I mean, there's so many different things
Right.
that could have occurred, but that's sort of that. And then in the position of the unexpected, we have the Ten of Swords inverted.
Oh, yes. And that we said was sort of dodging a bullet of some sort. So sort of something that could have been harmful to you, you managed to avoid. And
Or,
finally,
yeah, it is
pardon.
dodging a bullet. Yeah. No, that's true. Go ahead.
And finally, we have the Seven of Wands at the end,
Yes, we
which
do.
meant that you were at least successful in maintaining your position.
Yeah.
Whatever position that is, whether it's your career, ideologically, you know, fighting for your right, fighting for your cause, fighting for there are a lot of people who may have wanted what you have. And so this is competition for that. And you managed to maintain a superior position.
Right, or fight for your right to live outside of the bounds of normal, everyday, ordinary, plebeian tradition.
Plebeian.
There you go.
I like plebeian.
Yeah, me too.
Plebeian, plebeian.
Plebeian. Is it plebeian?
No, it's plebeian,
Okay.
but I like plebeian. But in any event, where's the magic wand?
Okay,
Ta-da-da!
let's pull out the tools. You ready? Let's blow our own horns. We're the best YouTube channel!
We
We're the
are.
only tarot duo. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So
Ready?
enough of that.
Okay.
So,
Girls' Slumber Party.
yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining
We're
us.
ready
for
to
our
go.
silliness. Go ahead.
Let's let the magic begin.
Oh, and it has begun.
Yes.
The Six of Pentacles upright. So,
I can't wear my blender.
no, you can't. It seems that you are either the recipient of charity this month, or you are the giver of charity. And your challenge last month was to be generous of heart. So it seems that you were called upon to be generous of heart. And now in January, you are.
Wow. And being outside of the church or the tradition of what usually is all that is December, which is what is December if it's not tradition.
Right.
Somehow living outside of that now, you are the giver of charity, which you would almost expect this card to have come up last month.
Right, right.
So,
Or you're finally able to ask for help.
or you're able to ask for help. Or advice even.
Even advice, but counsel or
Counsel.
some sort of, you have a mentor comes in and helps you. So then, I want to see, please, I'm so tired. See it again.
So that card came up.
Yeah, for
Libra.
Libra. Oh, indeed.
No, was that Libra?
Well, in
It's
any
the
event,
Google Map card.
the Google Map card, yes.
So your challenge is, how do you plan for the future? You know, and things are sort of, you know, coming out of last month where you're sort of standing outside of what is the norm.
Right.
You're sort of seeing things from an outside perspective, outside of the traditional organization. Now suddenly, you're also planning sort of
Your next move.
yeah, your next move, but it is a big move.
It's a, yes. And you've got choices. And so you're perusing those choices. And your challenge is to make that choice. And maybe you've received funding of some sort, and now you need to make plans.
Or your
with
company
that.
has received funding,
Or maybe
or
your
a company has received funding. So now there's a reason to go.
Now there's
so if you're being recruited,
all right, you might be traveling.
You maybe the challenge is, should I go, should I not go?
Right.
That's a possibility. It could also be, you know, if you're receiving practical help, you know, the challenge is...
That's exactly what the 6 represents.
Yeah. The challenge is, you know, should I leave?
Yes, should I leave?
When I'm getting
all this help.
Right.
What to do? Now you're in a quandary because...
You got a raise, somebody's giving you help.
But you're not happy.
But you're still looking at options.
Yes.
Your challenge is the options.
So that's very interesting. Let's see. Oh, Miss Warren.
You nonconformist, you.
Yes.
Let's go.
Finally.
I like it. Good job.
Oh, unexpectedly. Unexpectedly, another 6 comes up for you. 6 of Cups, upright. How interesting.
In the position of the unexpected. So there's
somebody
something holding you back.
Yes, something holding you back, but...
Like relationships, friends,
yeah,
your
it's
network.
Nostalgia. Yeah, unexpectedly yeah, exactly. You are held...
There's this other element that pops its head up.
Friends, old friendships, that the emotional feeling of real connectedness with people whom you've known over a long period of time, and it's hard for you to leave that, so you're very nostalgic.
So there's some sentimentality that goes along. It's like this misty-eyed sort of thing.
Yeah, you get misty-eyed.
You think about it, and you're like...
You want to leave. You have, you know, it would be nice to travel. It'd be nice to go to another company. It'd be nice to do something different. But you're receiving help where you are, and you have a lot of, you know, deep friendships.
But you're a wanderer at heart.
But you're a wanderer at heart.
And that's what Leo does best.
Right.
They prowl.
They prowl like a lion.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's hard to sort of, you know, stay in one place, I think.
It is. It is for them. And so let's see how it all ends for them.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll concludes this reading. You get the devil in the upright.
Devil in the upright.
Better
the devil you know than the devil you don't, right?
Well, yeah. Ties right back into last month.
So you keep the devil you know as opposed to the devil you don't. In other words, even though you feel somewhat enslaved by your situation, you decide that it has certain elements to it that are satisfying to you, and so consequently you stay and you keep the chain.
Wow, what a mixed reading.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, last month we have this
now
non-traditional, unorthodox way of viewing the month.
Right.
And this issue with feeling, you know, you're challenged with this passion.
Right.
You know, the passion is the challenge. Passion for what? You know, whatever it is, it's a mixed bag, I guess.
Right, exactly. And so it's
because you're defending it, whatever it is.
You're defending it, you're defending your position, you're defending yourself, defending who you are, what you've attained, and so it's this defensive posture. It can be very wearing, of course, but there are redeeming qualities to your situation apparently.
Because this is actually a pretty good reading.
Yeah, so now, again, the devil doesn't necessarily only have to have its subject matter as sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It can be passion per se.
It can be chocolate cake.
It can be chocolate cake, or it can just be pure passion.
But it's materialism. Pure
But it's
materialism.
So you take the materialistic
approach.
Right. And you accept the domination of the
man.
The man, or
because they weren't last month.
Right, of the man or the situation or the ethic, even. You accept the ethic that is been foisted
and you
on you.
Allow them to put you in the zoo. So you're living in the zoo.
Well, it's a pretty zoo. It's full of nice things.
Well, it's, you know, your friends
glitter.
are there.
Your friends are
living
there.
in the zoo.
Right.
And
Maybe it's like the woman who has her mansion.
Yes.
And her glittery things, all her jewelry, and she can't give it up, even though she may not necessarily like where she is on a fundamental.
This doesn't really say that you don't like where you are. You're just...
You wish you were somewhere else.
You don't want to be trapped.
No.
And this card says that you just basically...
Yes.
For the month only.
For the month only.
This is only for 1 month.
You decide.
You accept the domination that the material requires, which goes right back to this 6.
Exactly. You accept the money.
Yeah.
You accept the help. And therefore, you also accept that chain that is connected to
and
it.
the power struggle that's associated with it, because this is always associated with power struggles.
Right.
And last month we had the 6, and that is also associated with power struggles.
Right. So there's some sort of power struggle that you're in that for at least the month of January, you're not quite ready to abdicate from.
You're not ready to walk out of your cage, basically.
Yeah, or to open the prison door. Yeah.
But this just happened.
Yeah.
So there's like a choice that was made. The challenge was to make this choice. You're not going to wander or prowl about.
No.
You're going to accept this situation, which in the end, you know, just for the month, it just basically says it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. You're making plans. Still. You're making plans, but you're not quite ready to implement them.
Right.
Right. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. It's actually a pretty good reading.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of nice when you can, you know, you're in a difficult situation, you can kind of accept your situation and make the best of it.
And you're making the best of it for the month of January.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you are cognizant and aware of your situation, because the remedy comes from you. Once you make your decision, then reality changes for you. So it's always a reflection of where you are internally.
Yes.
So
just don't self-medicate at the end of the month.
Chocolate cake, maybe. A little bit.
Sex, maybe. Drugs, I don't know. They're legal in some states.
Yes, if you're in Colorado, that's fine.
Go for it.
So, right.
And rock and roll all day long.
All day long.
Medicate with rock and roll all day long. All right.
Yes, Led Zeppelin. So thank you. And please, if you need some extra help and insight, come to us. We do private readings. And by private, I do mean private. Totally between you and me, or Trudy and you, and the only other person involved is your higher spiritual self. And so come taste the magic.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, taste the magic. So thank you. Come to virtualtarot.wordpress.com and send us your questions, and we'll be more than happy to help you.
And if you would like to subscribe to the Major Arcana, easy for me to say, Major Arcana Council card.
Oh yes.
Please click the link below for additional spiritual advice.
Yes.
You ready to toot your own horn?
Yes.
Here we go. Happy 2015.
Happy 2015. Bye, Leo.
Can we do it one more time? We're the only YouTube duo reading tarot.
Yay.
Tell your friends. now that I'm blind, please help me.
I'll be here, don't worry.